Welcome back to Gardening by the Barn. Thank you once again to the garden crew for tuning in to a brand new video. And if you hadn't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click on the like, click on the share, and click on that bell so you'll be notified every time I put up a new video. And don't forget to drop me a comment, to my garden crew. As y'all can see, this is going to be the first walkthrough of the Spring Garden 2025. So let's take a walk. Right here, garden crew, this is my grow rack. Some of you remember seeing it in the house in the my grow room that I had in there, the grow room / gym. And I just brought it outside since the weather is nice and warm now. Let the plants stretch out and breathe. These are some of the remaining ones that I sorted from seed. Also, there's some up here that I bought. So all of these plants still got to be transplanted into the raised beds and wherever I'm going to put them in containers. But right now, I ain't really got no room for them. My onions, as y'all will see later on in the video, the onions, they are ready to be harvested. So that onion harvest video will be coming soon, and I'll have some room to put some of these, plant some of these. Right here, this is the flower that our neighbor gifted to my wife, and my wife put it out here, and she said she'll leave it in my hands so she know I'm gonna take care of it. So as you can see right here, here's my fruit trees. And this is on the opposite side of the barn where the garden is on the other side. So I decided to put my fruit trees over here because there's a lot of sunlight over here. And so this one right here, this is my Belle of Georgia peach tree. And you remember, if you watched my previous videos, how you remember I bought these Belle of Georgia. I bought 2 of them. And I bought that Red Delicious apple tree back in the fall. And they was on sale for $16 a piece. So as you can see, this peach tree right here is looking good, and it's got some fruit on it. I don't know how big the fruit is gonna get, but being that I just got the tree a couple months ago and it's already got fruit on it, hey, we'll see. Oh, if they get a little bit bigger, hey, I'll take them. So yes, you can see the foliage, the leaves on the trees looking real good. The trees looking good and healthy. And you remember when I first bought the trees, they was in those smaller containers, and I said that I was gonna up-pot them. And so many of you probably saw the video where I up-potted. And if you hadn't seen the video, you can just click on my channel and go through the videos, and you'll see where I up-potted them. I think the name of that video is My Fruit Trees Getting Too Big for the Britches. And here it is. This is my this is another Belle of Georgia peach tree. This one right here, it has a whole lot more fruit than that first one. I don't think they're as big as the peaches on the first one, but there are more on this tree. And this tree right here is looking well. It's looking good too. It's looking good and healthy. I think the first one looked a little bit more healthy, but y'all look at them and y'all tell me what y'all think. I think both of them looking healthy. As you can see, you see the fruit on this tree here. It's a little bit more fruit than the first one. This fruit right here looks like it's turning color, like they trying to ripen. They too small to be ripening. So we're gonna just see how big they gonna get. If they get big, they get big. If they don't, they don't. I wasn't really looking for no fruit this year. I'm just really want the tree to get settled in the container and get established, and then maybe next year it might do a little better. But overall, both of the trees look good. And here you have it over here. These are apple trees. All 3 of these are apple trees. They're different varieties though. That first variety I'm about to show you, this is one of the ones that I bought when I bought the 2 peach trees. And I got this one for $16 too. This is a Red Delicious apple tree. And I'm going to tell y'all something. During the fall, it was dormant. And so when it got spring, I didn't see nothing. I scratched the bark to see was it still alive, and it had some green on the bark when I scratched it. So that gave me a little bit of hope, but the thing would never put on no leaves. I thought the thing was dead. But one day, finally, I guess it got enough cold, chill hours, and it began to sprout. One thing about these apple trees, like this Red Delicious, it takes 2 apple trees in order for them to pollinate one another. So when I originally bought the apple tree, I didn't know that. So then I had to go and purchase me another apple tree so that it would be able to pollinate that one, and they'll be able to pollinate one another. So I went and I bought, we'll come back to this one in the middle. I went and bought this one. This one right here is the Granny Smith apple tree. And I think I bought this one from Food Line. Sometimes you can catch these fruit trees at the Food Line, or many of these grocery stores have these fruit trees. And so I bought this one, thinking, okay, now I got another apple tree, and it's going to pollinate my Red Delicious. Something else I found out. Now, this is stuff you learn as you go. Nobody ain't going to tell you, Garden Crew, but I'm going to tell you. In order for the apple trees to pollinate one another, they got to blossom at probably around the same time. I guess that do make sense, don't it? But when you never growed any apple trees or any fruit trees, you don't know that. So what happened, Garden Crew? The Granny Smith doesn't blossom, and the flower doesn't fall off, and the Red Delicious wasn't even showing no leaves yet. So then I had to go buy another tree, and this is the one you're looking at in the middle. This is a Golden Delicious apple tree, and so I found this one at the box store as well. So I bought this one. This was the last tree that I bought, and it had a few leaves on it, but it didn't have that many. So by that time, my Red Delicious was starting to put on leaves. So as you can look at both of these, you can see that they probably about neck and neck. Maybe the Golden Delicious is a little ahead of it, a little bit. But I'm hoping I'm timing them right, that both of them are going to blossom around the same time, and they'll be able to pollinate one another. And another thing I learned, that the Granny Smith is able to produce fruit on its own. It really don't need another apple tree, according to some research that I read. And if I'm wrong, Garden Crew, y'all get in the comments and tell me. I don't think that's correct. Just tell me if it ain't correct. Ain't correct me, Garden Crew. I ain't too big that I can't take no correction. So we moving on, Garden Crew. As you can see right here, this is my raised bed. Well, it ain't put together yet. This is the raised bed and soil that I'm going to put together. And this here is for my watermelons. Hadn't put it together, hadn't got everything ready yet, because the night temperatures still sometimes are in the 50s. And we need those temperatures to be up at least 65 degrees in order for those watermelons to do well. So let's continue walking. Right here, Garden Crew, this right here, this is my son's garden area. You remember back in the fall garden, he didn't plant anything. Well, spring, he came out of hibernation, and here he is. These right here, these are tomato plants that he purchased from one of the box stores. These are Roma tomatoes. I think he has either 4. Yeah, he has 4 of those. And like I said, he purchased them. They were little seedlings, and they did a whole lot of growing. They don't have any flowers on them yet, but it's on the way. But they looking good. They really looking good. And this one right here, hide in the middle, he bought. Now this is a basil plant, sweet basil, I think it is, and he grew this from seed. Yeah, I don't really, do basil. He said, yeah, you do. They got it in the marinara sauce. I said, well, I didn't know. But moving on, this right here is his raspberry tree, his raspberry bush, rather. And he's had this raspberry bush probably, I think it's going on 3 seasons. And as you can see, it has fruit on it. Last year, it fruited 2 times, two different times. Yeah, he harvested fruit twice last year. He had a double harvest. So this I told him if he take it out the ground, take it out the container and plant it in the ground, man, this thing will be triple the size of what it is now. But as y'all can see, it's got a lot of potential raspberries on it. Look at all those buds. Look at all those blossoms. So yeah, that was doing good, and he's taking care of it. Called himself pruning it, but it's putting on a lot of fruit, so I guess he did a good job. And right here's a new addition to his my son's garden. He was talking about a pink lemonade blueberry bush, and he finally purchased one. I took him to one of the nurseries, and they said they had sold out, but they was gonna get some more in, and when they get some more, they was gonna call him. And they called him, and voila, he got his pink lemonade blueberry bush, and it's already got blueberries on it. It's already got blueberries on it. Here's the strawberries. He didn't had these strawberries for about 2 years, and it multiplied. He had about 10 of them, and I think he got 6 left. The other ones didn't make it. So yeah, this is my son's area, and he has more vegetables than this. I'll show you as the video continues. And we had to move because it was getting too crowded. Right here, these are these flowers that I grew. Over here on the right side, that is full blossom. You got a window of time that you can catch these in full blossom, and they ain't gonna last that long. So that what you saw on the right side, they was in full blossom. And right here, garden grew. These are my cucumbers. These are some cucumbers that I started from some seeds that my own seeds that from some cucumbers that I grew last year, and I saved seeds. So these are some of those seeds. I think it's either got to be straight 8 or it's got to be market more, because those are all that I grew last year. It's one of them. And so yeah, they already flowering, and I even got some females. As you can see, the female cucumber flower, the female flower has the little baby cucumber behind the flower. That's how you can tell. And just before I did this video, I hand pollinated those. I think it's about 3 or 4 female flowers. I hand pollinated them. We gonna see if they got pollinated or not. Right here, garden crew, y'all see it. We gonna come back to it. We gonna come back to that right there. And these right here, these are some flowers that my wife, she planted in her the front yard flower bed, and these were something she had left over. So she gave them to me, and I decided to plant them back here. And that's a sign I got from the Dollar Tree. And here's another flower that I got that my wife had left over. And I just took them and I planted them in some of these pots that I had. I think those pots come from, I don't know, I can't remember. It might be where the fruit trees was in. I don't know if that's where it came from or not. But anyway, and I got that sign from the Dollar Tree too. So I'm doing something a little different. I normally start over there and then go down Tomato Boulevard, but I'm gonna leave Tomato Boulevard for the last thing that we talk about, because Tomato Boulevard seems to be the most popular area in my garden. Right here, you're looking at Strawberry Hills, and if y'all watched the video, y'all saw me when I purchased brought the strawberries home. And y'all saw me when I put this bed and got the bed together, and I made 3 hills, and that's why I call it Strawberry Hills. And I think I have 26 or 28 strawberry plants planted over here, and they got fruit on it. I think I done did about 2 little mini harvests. And only thing about it, I had to put this, you see the netting and then you see the hoops think maybe about a video or two ago, y'all saw me do this, put this DIY hoops and nets together to keep the birds out, because the birds was coming out eating the strawberries. And now I have to keep putting that diatomaceous earth on it to keep the slugs and the little bugs, whatever it is, they eating my strawberries too. So it's like a battle out here trying to protect your strawberries. So yeah, you got strawberry hills out here, and as you can see how they shining, they done grew since I put them in there. They almost done double their size. So yeah, they looking good, and they got fruit on them. Strawberry Hills Garden Crew. And what you're looking at right here, Garden Crew, this is some of the top bunch collards that I grew back in the fall, that I let them go to flower and to get me some seeds. I hope I get some seeds. I got tricked last year. I let one go to flower, and I bet y'all they get 20 seeds out of all them pods. So we gonna see, Garden Crew. So take another look at Strawberry Hills. Like I said, they looking good. They got fruit on them. So hey, we on our way. And here's another top bunch collard. I let two of them go to flower, so we gonna see. I got a double shot of getting me some seeds for the upcoming fall garden. And right here, these are some strawberries that look like they wasn't gonna make it, and so I didn't put them in the strawberry bed. I just put them in this basket. Now they looking good. They growing, and so it look like they gonna do a little something. And one of those strawberries, I found them in a pot that we had, and I said, well, how did the strawberry plant get in it? I don't know, but I'm glad I found it. You see, they just do what they want to do when they want to do it. And right here, Garden Crew, these are the tired tomatoes. If y'all been watching me for a while, y'all remember last year I grew some in the tires. I think I had 3 tires last year. Now I added another one, so I got 4. And so these tomatoes over here, these first tomatoes right here, I think those are the Better Boy, and I purchased these for one of the box stores. Matter of fact, I purchased all of these tomatoes over here. These are none that I grew from seed. My wife, she bought me these tomatoes in the second tie. These are the German Johnsons. She got these for my fruit stands when she was out. And she called me and told me what they had, and I told her to get that one. And so, yeah, German Johnson. I never grew that one before. I heard a lot about it, so we gonna see what it's gonna do. And this next one here is Celebrity tomatoes. And each one of these tires, the first 3, they got 3 tomatoes, 3 different. No, they the same tomato in each tire, but I got 3 different tomato plants. And the last one, I think there's 4 tomato plants in there, because I got, there was a 4-pack of all of them, so I had 1 left off each pack. So I put 2, I think I put 2 in this last one, 2 of the same, which was the, I think Better Boy, and then I put a German Johnson, and I put a Celebrity. So they 4 in this last tire. And some of these tomato plants already got tomatoes on them. And I'm going to show them to you in a little bit. I'm going to show you if I can find some of them that we got some tomatoes on. So, Garden Crew, I know I hardly say it no more, so I'm going to say it now. When I have some tomatoes or some flowers or some germination or something going on in my garden, y'all know what I like to say, don't you? We got action. We got action, Garden Crew. Over here in the tired tomatoes. So I'm about to show you these the ones that I think the Better Boy got the most tomatoes on them. If I can find one. Let me show you. Let me show you the tag. I think these are the Better Boy. If y'all can see that. And yeah, you see the tomatoes right there? I think I got 2 or 3 trying to cluster up. Got 2 or 3 clusters trying to come in. There's one right here. And here's another. So we got action going. So moving on. Up next, Garden Crew, as y'all can see, that's the fishing line trailers. You know, I made a video back here when I put the fishing line trailers, me and my son was out and we put it together. So I took it down from last year, but I had reinstalled it. Soon as I planted these sweet potatoes right here. Now these sweet potatoes were slips that I grew myself. As you can see on the right side of the screen when I made the video, I said we was gonna see can we get some. So we did get some slips, and as you can see they growing right there. And this is the result. I think I had probably about 50 slips, and so I planted them in these 3 27-gallon totes right here. So I think as of this video, I think they was maybe in there. They probably been in there about 2 weeks. So we ain't hardly been getting no rain, so they ain't really been doing too much. So I'll keep y'all updated on the sweet potatoes, and I got a video coming out of the sweet potatoes after this one. And these right here, these are my son's potatoes. I think he got them from Family Dollar or one of them stores, and the package just said yellow potatoes. So I'm just gonna assume that these are some Yukon Gold potatoes. And he had them over there in his area, but he had too much going on over there. So I told him to move them over here. And so right here we're moving on, and these are my potatoes. I got 2 27-gallon totes, and these are the Kennebec potatoes that I planted in here. If y'all go back, y'all can watch the video. And when y'all saw me plant these, I got them, and some of them I cut them in half, and I let them scab over. And y'all remember seeing me plant these out. So that's what these are right here. And I healed them up. I didn't use soil. I used some leaves or some mulch. And these right here, these are 3 cabbages that I had left over from the fall garden. And y'all remember I think I planted about 10 cabbages. And these are what's left. This one in the front right here, that's the orphan cabbage. Y'all remember seeing, I told y'all about the orphan cabbage that grew by itself in the grass? Well, that's the one right there. It's got a little bit of pest action going on, but ain't worried about it. And that bucket right there to the left, that was the one that I just pulled up. There was a snake in there. There was a little teeny snake in there, so I almost beat the cabbage to death trying to kill the snake, so that's why I pulled it up. So as we look back at the potatoes, we look back at the Kennebec potatoes right here, and then the Yukon Gold potatoes down there. We're gonna go ahead and walk back down a little bit, and then we're gonna show you some more of the garden as we continue to walk around. Well, going through this area right here, this is my sweet corn. This is the Honey Select sweet corn. The video just before this one right here that I dropped last week, you saw me when I planted this corn right here. And so this right here will probably make maybe week 3 or week 4, and you can see that it's looking good. Some of these corn, you see they got 2 corn plants in each hole. I just still got to go back and thin them out. Now, after I thin them out, I'm going to have 30 on one side and 30 on the other side. It's going to make 60 corn plants. So this area right here, I want to call it Corn Valley. So So yeah, the corn looking good. And right here you can see next to it, this is my okra. The okra is struggling, but hopefully it'll catch some wind and it'll take off. But right now it's just hanging in there. And it's got to do something because I love some okra. I got the jambalaya okra planted, and I got the Clemson spiders planted. So, yeah. I think I got 2 or 3 rows of the okra planted. I think I got about 30 okra plants. So I should have a good harvest of okra coming. Hopefully. So yeah, we're looking back at the corn. The corn's looking good. Last year was my first year planting corn. I didn't plant this variety. But I guess you learn as you can learn through trial and error. Last year I planted 2 different varieties right beside each other. And I learned that that's not good. That's going to make your corn not turn out too good. So that may be why I didn't have a good corn harvest last year. So this is just one variety. This is the Honey Select. And I planted them close together in these 2 squares or blocks on each side so that I can get good pollination. So we're going to see. And these right here, these is my okra. This row right here, this what I'm showing you right here, that's the jambalaya okra. I ordered these from Hostel. I don't know if you can see the tag right there. But these are the jambalaya okra. They say they're some good producers, so that's why I planted them for. They say they're going to give me plenty of okra. And that's what I'm looking for. Y'all get in the comments and talk to me, Garden Crew, if y'all like okra too. Now these right here, these are my onions, Garden Crew. Now these onions right here, these onions kind of motivated me to start my spring garden. I didn't even feel it. I wasn't in the mood to start no spring garden back when I planted these onions. But somehow, some way, they motivated me. And so we actually have some good onions. These onions right here turn out pretty good. As you can see these bulbs on them. And I didn't do like I did last year. Last year I overwintered the onions. And it took about 6 months to get some onions. And this year I just planted, I think I planted these around February, I think. And so they ready to harvest. They already ready to harvest. Look at this one right here. You see the green part right there, the onion bent over like that? That's a sign that they ready to be harvested. So what I'm going to do, Garden Group, I'm going to go ahead and harvest this one right here. And let y'all take a good look at this onion bulb. So yeah, that's a pretty good onion right there. Those onions I planted last year, those bulbs ain't look nowhere. Now that look like an onion you can get out the grocery store right there. The onions I planted last year, I planted onion sets. And I don't think those onion sets do well. They ain't gonna make no big, nice bulbs like these right here. So from now on, Garden Crew, I'm gonna be planting onion plants. If I can find some more after I harvest these right there, I might try to find me some more and plant me a little bit more. So I can have some going into the fall and harvest them by fall before that frost hit. So what you do when you harvest them, you lay them out in the sun or you put them somewhere so they can cure. So I'm going to let them stay out in the sun, let it cure, or let it dry. But watch out for the rain. You don't want to let it stay out there and start raining because it ain't going to store well. So yeah, these onions, they did pretty good. They did what they were supposed to do. I don't know if y'all can see the sign, but these are you can see the tag, these are the Georgia Yellow Granny's onion. This is a sweet onion. So like I say, these onions motivated me to get started, to come out of hibernation. I got a video back here where I planted these onions. You can go through my video selection and look at it if you choose. And right here, Garden Crew, this is Pepper Island. Y'all remember last year I had Pepper Island and I had Pepper Land. Well, Pepper Land didn't make the cut this year, but Pepper Island did. And over here we got some cayenne peppers and we got some bell peppers. And pretty soon after I harvest these onions, I'm gonna put another row of peppers I got over there on my grow rack. I got these peppers that my daughter brought back from her trip to Thailand. She brought me some peppers back. I ain't gonna even try to pronounce them, but y'all will see. Y'all can look back at some of my videos, and y'all can see upcoming videos when I plant those. But they're 2 hot peppers. I think it's a Thai pepper, but they got a name to it, and I ain't gonna even try to miss it. One of them is a ghost chili pepper though. So yeah, this is Pepper Island, and right here, this is the tomato that I had over there in one of the containers that I pulled up. It didn't look good, but I planted it in the raised bed and it took off. Now this is a cucumber right here that I planted in this corner, and I made like a trellis like into something like an archway going into the garden, and I'm hoping to train this cucumber to grow up this bamboo stake / archway that I done made, and so it'll grow up and then it's gonna grow across and connect to the other trellis with the cucumbers. Hopefully that'll work out. I had one last year that did that, and it worked out pretty good. So here we go, garden crew, as you see. Last but not least, and I did this on purpose. Normally I'll start the beginning of the tour with this, but I left it for last because this area right here seems to be the most popular of my areas in the garden. This is Tomato Boulevard. Tomato Boulevard. And we got 7 different varieties of tomatoes over here on Tomato Boulevard. I ain't gonna sit here and name them all off, but I'm gonna put a list of all the tomatoes that I have in these containers on the screen. But and one thing about it, all of these tomatoes over here, except this first one right here, I started from seed. Every one of them except this first one. This first one was one that I replaced, one that I did start from seed, and I bought that, and I think that's a brandy wine red. I had a brandy wine pink in it that I started from seed. So yeah, the ones you see right there with the flowers on, that's a sun gold. Those sun gold, they seem to be a fast grower. They outgrow all the other tomatoes and they already got blossom. So you know what that means, don't you, garden crew? We got action. So yeah, I think I got about 16 tomato plants over here planted in these containers. I got 1 tomato plant in some containers, then I doubled up some tomato plants in some of the containers. And one thing I got to do that I hadn't did yet, but I already did over there in the Italian tomatoes. I already pruned them. I pruned them from the bottom so they can get that airflow. So I got to do these right here also. So that's why they kind of look kind of bushy and all over the place. I still got to prune them. So I decided to just let them get established and then let them grow some. But y'all will see coming up in the video, I'll probably put a little clip in there of me pruning these tomatoes. Because they got to have that air. This is another sun gold. Every one of these plants that you see with flowers on, those are the sun gold. I think I got about 4 of them over here on Tomato Boulevard. Sun gold hybrid. Those are them little small tomatoes. They yellow and they orange. They look yellow and orange sometimes. And they got like a little sweet taste to them. Them some real good tomatoes. That's why I grew so many of them. I grew them last year and they turned out real good. They're good producers. That's that black bag right there. That's that mulch. Y'all better get y'all some. Yeah, we take another walk back down Tomato Boulevard. Everything looking good. I'm especially proud because I knew that I started every one of these tomatoes just about from seed. And we're going to take another look back over the garden. Everything is looking good. And I'm glad that I chose this time to do a tour before everything, just get too big and outrageous and everything be done already. Because it seems like the garden season is taking off. So it seems like it's kind of moving fast. You look back over there at the fruit trees. We're looking at my son's garden area right there. And we're looking at the cucumbers on the trellis right there. We look at the raised bed and the potatoes back there in the background. So, garden crew, everything looking good. And I appreciate y'all for watching. And as always, if y'all ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that like and that share. And don't forget to hit that bell so you'll be notified when I put up another video. And remember, garden crew, we got action. This is Gardening by the Bone. See ya in the next video.